guys like we did, or three in hindsight, really two of the guys who were playing for the majority of the season. It's tough to bounce back, but I think that was one of our strong points at the beginning of the year, was we had a lot of depth at receiver, to where if someone went down or we weren't planning for it, that we'd be able to recover, and I think we'll be fine. I think a lot of it relies heavily on Jay and I to also step up, do whatever's asked of us. If that means expanding in our role, that's great. If not, if our role stays the same, we just got to be that much more effective in both the run game and pass game to make it easier on air and the receivers. But I don't think we'll be out of our game at all. I think we're going to try to run the ball first. We're going to protect Aaron, and then the way Aaron's been playing, it's really going to be pitch and catch. He'll get the ball where he needs to be. It's about making the play.
How would you say a guy like, or how important is a guy like Chris Conley now?
Probably no more important than what he was in the game. I think he's a guy that he was one of our go-to receivers, if not the go-to guy. Makes big plays in clutch situations, and so he'll be now. I think now for him, he kind of step in that leadership role with the wide receiver group and be like, for those young guys who maybe are a little more foreign to playing in big games and just playing games in general, he's going to need to be help them get used to it. But again, he's more than suited for that. But in terms of his play in the field, I don't think anything will change. He'll make some more plays than he usually does, maybe. I think for him, he's a guy that prepares, comes to work every day, and I think it shows on the field.
And is there any level of annoyance for you? I mean, like, when you guys got everybody on deck with Gurley and Marshall and those receivers, that this is probably one of the best offenses in the country.
Yeah.
Do you feel like snake bit or like you curse the gods or whatever when things like this come down?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely frustrating, especially when the injuries that we were having too. It's just like, okay, well, we're not going to lose him for a couple of weeks. We're losing him for the season. So for me, it's there's three guys that I'll never play football with again at Georgia. I think what Bennett hurt his knee, I hurt in high school when I was playing again in 2 weeks, run around in a week. So hopefully, if all goes well, he'll be back eventually. Yeah, it's definitely tough, but that's part of the game. Football's a physical game, a physical sport. That's what comes with the territory. If you don't expect for some injuries to take place, then you're just kind of living in a fantasy world. But I think we've been able to adapt to injuries thus far. We've done it in the past, and we'll continue to do so. And again, I think our offensive line playing the way it is on the road and both at home, with Aaron playing the way we are, I think we're in a lot better shape than a lot of people give us credit for. I think you just see the big names that went down specifically, but it starts up front on both offensive and defensive line. I think both sides of those parts of our team right now are playing the best football they've played.